Welcome back. Prince William and Prince Harry are set to make an appearance tonight as we learn new details about the now infamous doctored photo of Princess Kate. Both princes are set to appear separately at the Diana Award Legacy event in London tonight, with Prince Harry making a virtual appearance. This is where uncovering more about the Kate Middleton photo scandal rocking the palace. ABC News visual verification producer Chris Looft and ABC News World contributor Victoria Murphy join me now for more on this. Thanks for coming on. Victoria, Prince William has made a few public appearances now since Kensington Palace released this edited photo of the princess. Why hasn't he publicly addressed this?
Hi there. Yes, well, the story about the photograph is certainly the royal story that is absolutely dominating here. But as you say, Prince William has made a few public appearances now, and he has another one this evening, and he has not addressed this. To be honest, I am not particularly surprised. It all comes down to this thing of keeping their work, where they're representing charities and drawing attention to good causes, very separate from what's going on in their personal life, and they are still very closely guarding that personal life despite all of this discussion around the photograph. I also think that they very much feel that they addressed it in that tweet. Kate put her hands up, sent a personal tweet. She admitted that the image was edited and she apologised for the confusion. And I think what they are hoping now is that if they keep their heads down and carry on with their work, that people will move on. It is a strategy that has worked for them in the past. And despite all of these online rumours that are swirling, which they would just never get into addressing, I think they're hoping that they can keep their focus on their work and eventually people will start to do the same.
Chris, you say the metadata on this photo is kind of like a paper trail. Can you explain how that works and what the metadata is telling you?
Yeah, so metadata is really that extra information that travels along with a file, like an image or a video. And it can tell you things depending on the device, like the type of camera it was taken on. It can tell you when it was filmed, even in some cases, the altitude a photo was taken at. So in this case, we got our hands on a version of that photo released by Kensington Palace with its metadata intact. And that metadata showed us a few things. First, it showed us that last Friday night, a Canon DSLR camera took a photo. That photo was then edited in Adobe Photoshop on a Mac computer, and then again edited the morning after, until eventually, as we know, that photo was released to the public on Sunday morning. Now, that metadata leaves two big questions open. We don't know exactly the nature of those edits, and we don't know what that original photo looked like.
So there's been a lot of speculation online that Kate's face in the doctored photo came from an old Vogue cover shoot that she did. Were you able to find anything on that?
Yeah, so it's interesting. I think this really illustrates how this whole event has just undermined our trust in everything we're seeing. But we've put that particular issue, this Vogue cover, to a few experts, and they tell us more or less the same thing. It doesn't seem likely that that's the source of Kate's face in this picture. The lighting doesn't match up. You can see her eyes, they're different. There are just details in her face that don't match. But I think the big takeaway is, again, we're going to be questioning everything we see from now on.
Victoria, the princess hasn't been seen publicly since Christmas. The palace announced that she had abdominal surgery in January, and of course that raised concerns about her health. But now this photo has skyrocketed those concerns and fueled conspiracy theories as people try to figure out why this photo was edited. So why won't the palace just release the original?
I think that's a very good question, and it's a question a lot of us have been asking, but they've made it clear that they do not want to release the original. I think this has been a very big wake-up call for them. This has had the opposite effect, the effect that it could have had, that very calming, reassuring effect. Instead, we've seen speculation just go into complete overdrive and take all kinds of bizarre directions, as you were just discussing there with the Vogue cover. But much more seriously, this question around this public interest question around trust, and can we trust the information that they put out? I think in terms of not releasing the original, I think it comes down perhaps to two things. One thing is that they have these very clear ideas about what they are prepared to put into the public domain and what they're not, and there's clearly a line for them. And also, I think that they maybe feel that the damage has been done and people would still criticise the fact that they released an edited version in the first place.
All right, Chris Looft, Victoria Murphy, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.